meditation's someone else. It's like more and more. When I used to stand by my window, I used to look at the traffic and think all sorts of things. This is going back a while now. And now it's just, I've sort of somehow taken the meaning out of it. I went downtown today and I was looking at all sorts of things. And we all know that stuff goes on in the town. Um, but like now my approach is, it's actually nothing much. I was I posted on Instagram that a load of pictures, and basically I posted as well that the pigeons better not shit in my coffee like they've done in the past, because that would be something that would piss me off. That's about the only thing that would piss me off. The beauty of neutralising all that semiotics and all the rest of it, which we know is going on, has been arranged. Let's put it that way. It's just that. But to be fair to the powers that be, they do try to give me the benefit of the doubt. But the trouble is, they're so easily triggered. They're so hyper vigilant at times. Now they could say that's projection. It's actually not, because when I go about my day, and this is what meditation has brought me back to, as well as yoga and my routine that I've been developing. Sort of nothing really bothers me now, but the way it can look like it does. Now, the trouble is, because the powers that be are so easily triggered, they're so quick to drug me up, as we all know. I did say ages ago, as you'll no doubt be aware, that eventually the time would come when they would try to introduce drug-ins that were so subtle that I wouldn't recognise them. Well, actually, I do. I know what my default mood is, what my default thought pattern is, and all the rest of it. And there's something apparently in Buddhism that there's three types of experience: unpleasant, neutral, and pleasant. Well, neutral is about the stage that I'm at. And that's sort of what working out this semiotic stuff does, and the linguistic stuff as well. Now, I've said in the past I'm a polymath. That means you're proficient in things, in quite a few things. Now, I'm not in everything, but I am in quite a few things, and that has helped in the approach that I'm taking, like with the meditation, with the yoga. I'm keeping people at a bit of at arm's length for a bit, because, as we know, you know, as I know at least, and as I think even the powers that be must be aware by now that they are so easily triggered. So I'm keeping people at arm's length for a bit, because I want to not only do that, but I want to get back into the swing of things of, being used to spending time on my own more and more. Now, bit by bit, it's become. I've got to the stage where I'm sort of tapping into that polymath type thing, where I've got diverse interests. And last night I was thinking, after the drug-ins that they tried to initiate off the back of something they tried to make a big deal of that I wasn't interested in, and so on, because they are so easily triggered, and all with all this testing out that they do and all the rest of it. But like I sat here and I thought, well, and I really got into things I'm interested in. I'm genuinely interested in, like when I'm down the coffee shop, I am interested if the pigeons shit in my coffee. You would be. And like it's a pretty natural process that when you deal with the sheer amount of semiotic signifiers that you can get exposed to, they just become neutral after a bit, and you don't nothing really gets to you about it. Another benefit of having gone back into meditation. But like I say, getting into stuff again, knowing that these people are so easily triggered and they're going to have to work that out for themselves. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't think ultimately there's anything they can do about it, the powers that be. But wait and see. You never know. They may find a way for themselves one day. But yeah, I'm quite satisfied with the morning I had downtown. Getting back, doing meditation, taking the piss a bit, but nothing major. Nothing major. Like I said before, there may be hiccups. I wouldn't even say today was a hiccup. But the powers that be do have to address this thing where they're so easily triggered. Then they come out with the drug-ins. Then they come out with what I'd call denouement fever, which is like having imagined all sorts of things on both sides of a coin of hope and despair, when really conventional living, there is no hope, there is no despair, there is conventional living, conventional thinking. That's what they've got to figure out, I think. That's what I've figured out. And it's, like I say, quite satisfied with my morning, satisfied with how I'm getting on. Like I say, these issues that the powers that be, in my last video I said it, they've got to figure this out for themselves. Because I can't, like I said, they're not in control. I'm not in control of things. So maybe one day they will get to the stage of where I've pretty much got to now, of conventional living, conventional thinking, but living in an environment where the powers that be are so hypervigilant some of the time. But give me the benefit of the doubt the other part of the time. For me, it's just do what I do and leave them to it. So anyway, that's my morning.